So we hit service mode to turn it off. We can also turn the breaker off. On the back here, it should show up as 0 RPMs. If you hit this start button, the pump will start. So don't hit that button.
Okay.
Just leave this off. Leave everything off there. And then you can just do a couple of palm strikes on here.
Okay.
Pull this off. This O-ring here falls out all the time. The most common service call that I get if people's pump isn't priming is this O-ring fell out. So I always ask people to send me a picture. 95% of the time the O-ring's sitting next to the pump and I say, hey, I just saved you 150 bucks. Just put that O-ring back in. So always make sure that this O-ring's in here. And then this basket has an orientation, so this opening here you want to have facing the plumbing.
Yep.
And then for this, you just give it a good little jostle. You can clean it out as well as you want. Some people will spray these out. Most pool guys that come every week, they just do about as much as I did, 15 seconds on it. Put it back in. And I like to take 2 fingers, put it on the O-ring, flip it over, and we line it up. So here where it says align to secure, these ones we want to be facing these. So we'll go ahead and just give it a couple little palm strikes. So now these are lined up. It doesn't have to be on super tight. You don't need a mallet or anything. It's fine to have it that way. So
That's how it should look. Do we have to do anything with those valves, do we?
No, so with your pool you don't have to. If for some reason your equipment was below the water line, then you might have to adjust stuff. But since your equipment's above the water line, it's going to drain into the pool instead of have the pool drain into where you're at.
Okay.
So then now all we have to do is put it back in auto, and then it's automatically going to prime. And the only other thing I like to do, and it's not necessary, but I like to do it, is bleed the air out of the filter.
I've done that.
And so what we can do here is we'll just look. You can grasp the top of this and open that up and just let the air out until we get water.
Okay, so a little bubble.
Yeah. If for some reason there is a screen on top inside that allows the bubbles to escape, if for some reason that's too clogged, you can have air up to here, and then you don't get filtration on the top part of your filter. The other thing that can happen is air compresses, but water doesn't. So if this was completely full of air for some reason, and you had this valve closed, then that air can compress, and that's when you do get the explosions. So that's why I always recommend having a pool guy the first time. And then I also, I like to bleed it just to make sure that there's no air.
So you recommend having a pool guy come out a couple times, watch what he does, go through the steps and things.
Yes. Yep.